Hello again everyone, and welcome back to part 14 of my Crash Nitro Kart Let's Play for the PS2, where Crash has fallen asleep once again, which I always find hilarious that he actually does that, but after so long, I've never actually noticed him do that in Crash Team Racing, in original Nitro Fueled, and what? Hang on. Crash is missing when you look forward, but when you look back he's there. He's not even in the kart, what? But anyway, in this part we're going to be doing the Red Gem Cup, everyone, so let's hope this goes well. I think we're going to play as a different character. Should I go for a speed class? Or should I go for... I don't know, should I go for Coco for turn? Or should I try Crunch for speed? I might as well try Crunch, because I mean, it's not going to hurt to try a speed character for once, so that's what we'll go for. We'll try a speed character. I'm not exactly too sure how this is going to go, because I'm not too sure how well I'm going to be able to jump over things and stuff like that, but regardless, hopefully, it'll still go quite well. So here we go, once again, in daytime, Inferno Island. Now in this part, I am thinking about putting parts, well, the Red Gem Cup and the Green Gem Cup in the same part, for the simple reason, these Gem Cups are pretty short, and wow, I messed up on that jump already. What a dog. Not a Spyro reference, by the way, just to let you know that. I managed to power myself back the way through to first place using the power-ups, Aku. That'd probably be some Nitro points if this were Nitro fueled. And speaking of that, I am kind of tired of having to grind coins and stuff like that. Yeah, I got it this time. And Nitro, so I'm kind of glad that the Nitro Fueled Grand Prix is over, which is the back in time one. So now it won't be long till the Spyro Grand Prix. Which is the one I'm looking forward to the most. I'm kind of hoping that Spyro is going to be the same class as Crash, you know, sort of like balanced. And I'd assume that Elora will be like acceleration class, like Coco, and Bianca could possibly be turning class or acceleration, I'm not too sure. But as for Hunter, if Hunter's in the game, it'll definitely be speed class. I can just see that coming right now. And it's definitely money bags as well. But I can only make assumptions, because I mean, I don't exactly know what Nitro Fueled Grand Prix is going to be like for Spyro. But yay, I got first place by a pretty good lead. Now this is what kind of like always confuses me. It's the same for Crash Team Racing, it's the same for Nitro Fueled, is that it plays the lose music. You know, like you lost the race. Which is, you know, even if you win in, let's say, a cup, it's sort of like really weird to me. I don't understand why that happens, but anyway, I suppose not that it really matters, because we still won the race and got 9 points. So anyway, here we go, by the looks of it, onto Meteor Gorge, which is Meteor Gorge, it's not Meteor George. And another thing is as well, I called Mario Kart Wii's Meteor Gorge, Mushroom Gorge, Mushroom George as well. So I'm just terrible at reading, you know, certain words if I've got to read them quick, if I don't take care to read them. But anyway, here we are now in Meteor Gorge, which is so different once again in this game as opposed to Nitro Fueled. I mean, the way they look. I'm only really doing this Let's Play, to be fair, for the simple reason I'm just wanting to complete it, because the start of this Let's Play in order to be all hyped for Nitro Fueled and get it completed for that game coming out, but that did not really happen. But regardless, I'm still having fun doing this Let's Play anyway. I know, God, I'm going to get hit. Oh no, I did not. Brilliant, right. You just got to try to like get the drifting right on this. I don't know if I can get a good boost combo. But speaking about the game the lose music and the win music. If you draw, but you lose, you like get second place even though you've got the same time in Nitro Fueled, like that split second lose. You still get played the win music. Or you still get played the lose music even though you win. It's sort of like really strange glitch. I don't exactly understand why that happens. And excuse any noises from outside, I have to have the windows open here for the simple reason, and all of the doors open, because it is so hot. I mean, it's 30 degrees Celsius today, which is nearly 90 Fahrenheit for all my international friends, which is pretty hot, I'm going to say. But the unfortunate thing here about living in the UK is that we don't have air conditioning in our homes. But without a doubt, in soon time, we'll all be having air conditioning fitted to our homes, which you can just see it coming. You know, it's global warming. That's all I can blame for it, just global warming. Seriously, in 2020, Donald Trump has got to be booted out in that election because he does not care about climate change, he does not believe in it. Hence why we have got all of this huge climate disaster going on right now. So, if you live in the US, do me a favour and vote Trump out in 2020. He cannot win again. Of which he probably won't, believe it or not. I mean, I can't understand why he would win again. But please don't vote for him. Like, why have you even got reason to vote for him? Well, you maybe don't support him. You might thinking, well, you know, I don't like Donald Trump, but I support the Republican Party, so you know what? You still gotta vote. You know the way it works, right? Not that I have a single clue why you'd be voting Republican anyway, but enough on that, because I don't want to make this too much of a political talk. Because we are now back in Assembly Lane, which is not massively different in Nitro Fueled, from the exception of a graphical overhaul, and that section towards the end, which is a lot better, I will say. I mean, to be honest, the anti-gravity section in this is pretty barren. That's why I'm kind of glad that they've kind of ditched the anti-gravity in the end. In Nitro Fueled, I weren't too sure about it at first, but now I'm actually kind of glad, and wow, I am... What? It sort of like threw me into the wall. That was a very weird glitch, I don't understand why that happened. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to be doing that. But one thing I will say is that this game plays and records a lot better with OBS. Because as you know, I had lots of trouble trying to record properly and stuff like that. But now I'm using OBS, everything seems to be working pretty well. Because I'm not a fan of Fraps whatsoever. Honestly, Fraps is like one of the worst recording softwares ever. It's simple, but to be honest, now I've looked at other options, I won't go back. Well, sometimes I might have to, but if, let's say, I have some compatibility issues like OBS can have, and wow, I knew I'd get crushed. And wow, I've made this in such a political and technical debate, this part of this Let's Play today. I don't understand why I've done that, but I just have to take no notice. It's just amazing. Crash Nitro Kart tracks have always been my favourites. For some reason I've always rated them higher than some Crash Team Racing tracks, because the layouts are just so good. I know this certain YouTuber, Square Eyed Jack, I'm not slandering his channel by the way, but he has reviewed all the Crash games, and he does make some pretty good points, but he was a bit harsh on this game, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wow, get this drift really accurate around here. Brilliant. So that's now the red gem cup completed, of which we are going to go straight on to doing the green one, because, I mean, I don't want to make these parts too short, so that's probably the reason why I've decided to do two gem cups in one. Of course, I don't want to do, I'd rather do 17 parts in total or something than 19. I don't know, it's kind of like just an OCD thing, but, you know. But yay, we got the red gem, which is like 1 gem down and 3 to go, because there's only 4 gems in this as opposed to 5. I don't know why they didn't have a boss gem cup like they did in Crash Team Racing. Anyway, here we go. I think I'm going to switch to Coco. We'll try a turn character just to see how that compares. And I do apologise if you could just hear buzzing. A fly is going around me. I hate them things. Anyway, here we go with Jungle Boogie. Jungle Boogie. Nah, I don't understand why I'm saying a name like that. But seriously, once again, back onto the subject of Trump, there was like this anything of violence that happens in the world, it's those video games. That's his like nearest response, and I'm like, really? You know what? We're gonna win. Video games will never be banned, because we'll never accept it, because I mean, we'll always use the hashtag gamers are good. Video games cause violence. Now I am gonna say one thing, and I've always sort of like found it inappropriate that little kids who are, let's say, 8 years old, or possibly 9 and or 10, or I mean probably even 12 to be honest, are allowed to play games like GTA and Call of Duty and stuff. I mean, obviously it's your child and I'm not exactly saying that you're doing anything wrong, but seriously, I would not. I mean, why? I mean, there's plenty of good games they can play. I mean, look at this for example. Crash Nitro Kart right here, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Insane, Reignited, Ratchet and Clank. Well, there's all sorts of games. I mean, even the Spider-Man games and the Untitled Chapter games are probably alright. But, seriously, to give like a young kid a violent video game? I mean, I have got something to say about that. I mean, it's not really appropriate. In my opinion anyway. But obviously I'm not a parent, but if I was, I definitely would not be letting my kids play Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto or, you know, anything violent like Saints Row, something like that, because they can just have Reignited or something. I mean that's just me. I mean, I'm not being judgmental or controlling in any way at all. It's just sort of like a bit of advice, sort of like my 2 cents. But seriously, young kids being allowed to play super violent video games, I mean, come on. I am not saying it's a bad thing if your child's well disciplined and stuff like that. I mean, that's totally fine, but I mean, they need to be made to know that that stuff's wrong. But then again, age ratings are put on the box for a very good reason, of which people should conform to it, because I mean, it's really just common sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've played a few 15 games when I were like, I don't know, or 12 games when I were 8, let's say like Tony Hawk's and stuff like that, but I didn't really see any violence in that. I mean, certain things like cartoon violence and let's say dangerous stunts and stuff like that, I suppose that's alright. I mean, I'm not going to criticise that at all. I mean, but seriously, blood, gore, no. Racing games are fine. I mean, any racing game. What? I just glitched off. I don't think that was really meant to happen. But anyway, never mind that. And I didn't really notice a huge difference in turn between Crunch and Coco. You know, I might actually try playing as Crunch from now on. I'm not too sure. I mean, then again, the jump's not as good, but Coco just seems a whole lot slower. I mean, should I just stick to Crash and Crunch? I mean, I'm mainly playing as Coco to counter the sort of like dulled controls in Nitro Kart as opposed to Nitro Fueled and original CTR. I've never played Crash Tag Team Racing, but I really do need to play that game. You can get adapters, like cheap adapters for like £10, $10, that'll let you plug your PlayStation into HDMI PlayStation 2, because obviously my emulator doesn't run Crash Tag Team Racing very well, but I mean, it should really, come to think of it. But it doesn't. I mean, you can get certain adapters, proper adapters, that'll let you play your PlayStation on modern TVs, but they're like £150, $150, and that's really expensive. I mean, I could just use AV cables, but the picture's terrible. It's like the game's not playable. It's like really fuzzy. It could just be the screen I'm playing on, but I mean, using RCA hookups is pretty easy, but not the best, unfortunately. Oh wow, we've got one heck of a boost combo. Now, this track doesn't seem any different. The weird thing is, in Nitro Fueled, apart from that one section at the start, the only difference really is when you're going around that loop, in that tube. It doesn't really feel any difference. I mean, you're going like a spiral helix in Nitro Fueled, but in this version you go around the loop, but you don't seem to feel anything different. It's really strange. But it's really cool and crafty how they've done that. I don't know if they use some sort of like manipulation in the geometry or something like that, but I mean, it actually works pretty well. Which actually comes to surprise me. And oh boy, here we go, out of time. Now this track is awesome, I'm not gonna lie. And I think that tower you see in the background is what you go inside in Nitro Fueled, I'm not too sure, but I mean, to be honest, I love the track in both this version and Nitro Fueled, but I much prefer this version, I will say, because it does have the worms, and I do like the driving up the clock. And this was the part where I got stuck in the ground in the last part, in case you can remember that. That was pretty hilarious. In fact, I'll just show you a flashback of that right now. And what the hell? What the heck was that? Whoa! I sort of like got stuck to the ground? What? Well, I don't think that was supposed to happen. That was absolutely hilarious. I mean, I don't understand how that like happens. That was really weird glitch. I'm not gonna lie. Oh wow, we've been going for like over 18 minutes now. That's insane. Well, almost. I'm not too sure when I actually started the video after I started recording, but you know. This track isn't too long. I'd say each track's about a minute long. Hence why I'm really putting two cups together, because I mean in Nitro Fueled there was in Crash Team Racing there was 4 races. So I thought I might as well make these parts a little longer. I'm not too sure why, but I just thought I might as well anyway. And by the way, speaking of Let's Plays and stuff, I'm actually planning on starting a new Let's Play very soon. Well, 2 new Let's Plays, in case you don't guess what they are. Whoa, 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 whoa! That was close. I legit thought I was going to get eaten there, but I did not. I don't understand exactly how that happened. But I got super lucky there. I sort of like lost total control on the kart. Here we go, last lap, I can do this. But if you look at the minimap, look how big a lead I've got. Now, this is something interesting. Look at the minimap and look where I actually am on the track. It's totally out of sync, I might have mentioned this earlier on, but I'm already going around the corner according to the minimap. This is just something that I remembered. I never actually noticed that as a kid, but that is really strange how that like happens. But anyway, here we go. Yes, green gem cup, all done. So that is now the red and green gem got. A gene gem, like genie, a green. I don't know. But anyway, that's a green gem now got. So thank goodness that's over with. So I've got the red and green gem. So that means that I'm halfway through getting the gems. So in the next part, I'm going to be getting the yellow and purple gems, I believe. Is it? No, blue and purple, because there is no yellow gem in Nitro Kart, if I'm not mistaken here. And I think I'm going to switch back to Crunch just to see how that compares in the next part. Then I might go back to Crash, I'm not too sure. I'm sort of like just experimenting with different characters as I go along in this Let's Play, but...
Congratulations!
You won a gem! Oh, I just love to do that. But anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching part 14 of my Crash Nitro Kart Let's Play. I hope you all enjoyed watching this part once again, and I hope to see you all in my next part, where I get, in part 15, where I get the blue and purple gems. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care for the next part, and most importantly, if you live in the US, don't vote for Donald Trump in 2020. I'm just saying. But anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you all in the next part, so take care and goodbye for now.